Hi everyone, I'm Paige from Move Studio and welcome to this nice hips and hamstrings quick flow. So taking a nice comfortable seat, spine nice and long, soften the face, close the eyes. We're just going to take a moment to go inwards and connect with the breath. Notice how you're breathing today. Is it shallow, deep, regular, irregular? No judgment. Just notice. Notice any physical sensations in the body. Notice any stiffness, any soreness. And now bring your attention back to the breath. Begin to deepen the breath, working from the base of the spine, all the way up to the top of the crown and back down again. We're going to take a few more deep breaths here. Always trying to come back to the breath, our one point of focus throughout this practice. After your next exhale, you can release the breath. Come back to your natural breath. Bring the hands to heart center. Namaste. Gently open the eyes, sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers, flip the palms to the sky and just lengthen up through the spine. Good. Bring the arms down, inhale, sweep the left arm up and over, ground that left sit bone. And now turn your trunk over your right knee, stretch through the left side body, grounding that left sit bone back and down. Maybe bring your right hand to stack on top of the left. Walk the hands through the center, ground both sit bones back and down. And walking the hands over to the left side, stretching through the right side body. Grounding that right sit bone back and down. Breathe. Inhale. Reach the right arm over, roll the left rib cage around, open up a little more. Right shoulder back. Last breath. Inhale. Sweep the left arm up and over. Find your right knee, twist, look over the back. And coming around through the center, right arm up. Twist the trunk, find your left knee. Look over your back shoulder, keeping the spine nice and long. Nice. Coming around through the center, stack the joints, find tabletop. Press the left toes back. Drive that left heel back and down, stretch through the calf. And bring the knee back in, pressing the right toes back this time, driving that right heel down. Pushing through the shoulders, keeping the core nice and active. Drawing the navel to the spine, breathe. Inhale, bring it back to the center. Tuck the toes, press the hips up and back, first down dog. Pedal it out, do what you need to do. Bend, straighten. Maybe hips rock gently, side to side. Just honor your body, do what it needs to do in its first down dog. Inhale, kick the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Breathe. Try and square up the hips, pull the outer right hip down, outer left hip back. Last breath. Inhale, shift your weight forward, hug the knee towards the nose, and step the right foot forward. Low lunge. Ground down into that right foot, drive that left heel back, pull up from the left kneecap. Gently lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana, inhale, sweep the arms up, pull up from the front of the hips. Maybe join the palms, little stretch side to side. And sending your hips back for half Hanuman if you know you need blocks or you would like blocks or you have them handy. Bring them beside your legs, send the heels back. Option to keep a micro bend in this front knee. Curl the right toes back towards the shins. Lift the front of the heart. Hinge from the hips. Breathe. Last breath. Inhale, bend the right knee. Tuck your back toes. Release your blocks. Sweep the arms up. High lunge. Ground down. Reach tall. Pull up from the pelvic floor. Biceps to ears. Drive that left heel back. Good. Last breath here. Inhale, frame the foot with the hands. Step the right foot back to meet the left, down dog. Inhale. Kick the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Square up the hips. Outer left hip down, outer right hip back. Last breath. Inhale, shift your weight forward, bring the knee towards the nose, push through the shoulders. Step the left foot forward, low lunge. Ground down. Drive that right heel back. Last breath. Gently lower the back knee. Vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the arms up, pull up from the pelvic floor. Lift the front of the hips, lift the rib cage. Join the palms, maybe a little stretch side to side. And either finding your blocks on the mat for half Hanukkah. Send the hips back. So hip is in line with the knee. Option to micro bend here if it's too intense. Keep the front of the heart lifted, hinge from the hips. Curl the left toes back. Breathe, opening up that hamstring. Last breath. Inhale, bend the front knee. Tuck the back toe, release your blocks. Sweep the arms up for high lunge, lift the trunk. Pull up from the front of the hips, ground down, reach tall. Pull up from the pelvic floor, use your root lock, your navel lock. Last breath. Fan the arms down, frame the foot, the hands, step back, down dog. Option to micro bend here in the knees. If you want to find a little more length through the spine, I'm going to take a few breaths here in down dog, spreading all 10 fingers, pressing the top of the mat away, rotating the upper arms outwards, lower arms inwards, shoulder blades down the back away from the ears. Draw the navel up and back, push your stomach back towards the thighs. Remembering always micro bending if you want to find a little more length. Last breath. Inhale, kick the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And open up the hips to the right side, so stacking the hips on top of each other and bending that right knee. Maybe looking underneath that right armpit. Squaring up the hips, stepping the right foot forward. High lunge. Inhale. Good. Inhale, stretch the front knee. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. We're going to add the arms. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, bend. Good. Turn the back toes to the outer edge of the mat, warrior two. Externally rotate from the front hip, so your knee is in line with your two middle toes. Inhale, stretch the front knee. Adjust your back foot if you need to. Trikonasana, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, reach forward, slide the hips back. Either finding your shin, you can find a block, or the mat. Roll that right rib cage around, open up a little more. Last breath here. Inhale, transfer through Viratu. Fan the arms down. Step the right foot back to meet the left, down dog. Inhale, kick the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Open the hips to the left, stack the hips, bend the knee. Squeeze that left heel towards the sit bone. Breathe. Squaring up the hips, inhale, look forward, step the left foot forward, high lunge. Pull up from the pelvic floor. Good, inhale, stretch that front knee. Exhale down, keep pulling up from that right kneecap. Inhale, stretch. Exhale down, adding the arms. Inhale, arms out through a T. Exhale. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, reach the arms up. Good. Turn the back toes to the outer edge of the mat. Warrior two. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Externally rotate, front hip. Last breath. Inhale, stretch the front knee. Adjust your back foot if you need to. Trikonasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward. Roll that left rib cage around. Open up a little more. Comfortability in the neck. If this is straining your neck, simply look forward or down. Last breath. Inhale, transfer through Vira 2. Fan the arms, step back, down dog. Take a few breaths here. Last breath. Inhale, kick the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Anjaneyasana, lower the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, fly the hips back over the knees. See if you can hold it here. Fly the hands back beside the hips. Keep it nice and active. If you would like, you can use the mat or your blocks for support. Breathe. Curl those right toes back. Last breath. Keep the front of the heart lifted. Good. Inhale. Tuck the back toe. Bring your left foot in slightly. Inhale. Stretch the arms up. Halfway lift. Biceps to ear. Last breath. Inhale. Lift the trunk. Good. Option here to either find your elbows or namaste. Wherever you are, inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bow forward, hinge at the hips halfway. Pull the outer right hip back, outer left hip forward. Try and keep the spine nice and long. Last breath. And releasing over, maybe finding your shin, your blocks, or the mat. You can come down as far as you'd like. Last breath. Inhale, bend the front knee. Come back down into low lunge. Heel toe the right foot out to the outer edge of the mat. So right hand comes into the inner edge of the right foot. Open up the hips a little more. Maybe you want to move it out. It's quite a deep hip opener. Maybe rolling onto the knife edge of the right foot. Gently lower that back knee. If you want to find a bit of a deeper stretch, you can push the knee away with the right hand. Last breath. Good. Coming into a seated twist, send the left knee to the outer edge of the right foot. Lower the hips. Right hand behind the right hip. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, hook the outer edge of the left arm onto the right knee. Twist. Look over that back shoulder. Breathe. Full breath through the stomach. You should feel your stomach expanding on your thigh as you breathe in. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the skull. Back of the skull draws up and back. Exhale, roll around a little more. Last breath. Inhale, open up, open, twist to the left. Good. Place the hands on the inner edge, right foot. Kick the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose, round through the shoulders. And now bring the right knee to the right armpit. Squeeze it up there. Hold. Bring the right knee down to the right wrist. Slide your back leg back a little further. Come into pigeon. Now if you have super open hips, you can bring your foot up in line with your knee, flex the foot. Otherwise, if you have tight hips like me, bring that right foot down towards the left hip, point the toes and create one straight line from the knee to the toes. If you would like a little extra support under your right hip, you can find a block or a book or whatever you have handy, maybe a towel. Pull the outer right hip back towards you, press the top of the feet, the top of the left foot into the mat. Keep it nice and active. Last breath. And release down, relax the trunk. Maybe stack the hands or find your block, rest your third eye. Deepen the breath. Surrender. With every exhale, relaxing the muscles in the hip, releasing any tension in the hips. Deep breath in, long breath out. Take one more long, deep breath here. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to rise. Press the palms into the mat. Tuck your back toe. Send the hips up and back. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Pedal it out. Let the blood rush back to the leg. Take a breath here. Find stillness in down dog. Inhale, kick the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Low lunge. Gently lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fly the hips back and the hands back behind the hips. Option to support yourself with block, bringing the fingertips down. Keep curling those left toes back towards the shins. Keep the front of the heart lifted. Breathe. Keep your gaze still. Breath start calm and steady. Last breath. Inhale, bend the front knee. Shift your back foot in slightly. Halfway lift, you can come to your shins. Good, sweep the arms up, biceps to ear, flat back. And on your next inhale, lift the trunk. Good. So again, coming to whichever variation, maybe just finding your elbows or coming into reverse prayer. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, flat back. Trying to square up those hips, so keep pulling that outer left hip back, outer right hip forward and down. Last breath. When you're ready, you can either find your blocks, relax down, find the mat. One more breath here. Inhale, bend the front knee, send your right toes back a little more. Heel toe the left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Bring your left arm to the inner edge of the left leg. Maybe roll onto the knife edge of the left foot. And just move gently to open the hips. When you're ready, gently lower the back knee. If it feels good for you, maybe press the left knee out with the left hand. Breathe. Last breath. We're going to come into seated twist. Send the right knee to the outer edge of the left foot. Lower the hips, left arm behind the left hip. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Twist the trunk, hook the outer edge of the right arm on the left knee. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Back of the skull draws up and back. Exhale, roll around a little more. See if you can look over that back shoulder, keeping that spine nice and long. Full breaths. Feel the stomach expanding, contracting on the thigh. Last breath here. And on your next inhale, roll around, open, twist to the right. And send your hands inner edge of the left foot, send your right toes back. Good. Kick your left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, push through the shoulders. Send your left knee to your left armpit, draw it up. And now bring your left knee down to your left wrist for pigeon. Again, if you want some support underneath that left hip, find a block or whatever you have today. Breathe. Press that right foot down into the mat. Pull the outer left hip back. Last breath. And on your next exhale, relaxing the trunk over, stacking the hands, resting your head, maybe on your hands or on a block. Deepening the breath, surrendering to the pose. Slowing down the breath. And every exhale, releasing the tension in the hip. And last breath here. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to rise. Press the palms into the mat, tuck your back toes. Kick the left leg up and back and bring it down. To meet the right, pedal it out. Let the blood rush back. Inhale, kick the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, send your hips back, half Hanuman. Release the hands, either finding your blocks or the mat. See if you can go a little further this time. Relax the head. Last breath, inhale. Bend your right knee, step your right foot further a little more. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to go down into full split, or maybe you want to stay in half Hanuma, yogi's choice. You've got the choice now. We can, even if you're up here, maybe you want to find your blocks for support. Come down to wherever's good for you today. Breathe. If you would like, you can relax the trunk over. Otherwise, just staying. Where is good, staying with the breath. Deep breath. Try and keep the hips square. Outer right hip back, outer left hip forward. Last breath here. Inhale, tuck that back toe. Kick that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right foot down to meet the left. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, half Hanuman. Inhale. Bend the front knee. Step the left foot a little further forward. Bit of a deeper stretch in the psoas. Opening the hips a little more. An option to go back to half Hanuman, or if you want to slide it down, come into wherever's good for you. Maybe you have your blocks for a little extra height, or coming down into full split. Breathe. If you'd like to relax over, stay with the breath. Almost there. Trying to square up the hips. Last breath, press the palms into the mat. Tuck the back toe. Send that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale, right leg kicks up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward. High lunge. Good. Now shift your weight forward, fly your hands forward and shift it in to your right leg completely for warrior three. Imagine that back foot is pressing up against a wall. Pull that outer left hip down, back toes down, heel to the sky. Inhale, lift the trunk, hug the knee towards the chest. Send that left knee out, hook the left ankle on top of the right knee for standing pigeon. Sink the hips down, press the palms into the midline of the body. Breathe. Keep the breath calm and steady, gaze still. Last breath here. Inhale, hug that knee towards the chest, lift the trunk. Exhale, transfer through warrior three. Bend the supporting knee, float your left toes back down. Kick the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right foot down to meet the left. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, high lunge, sweep the arms up. Now hinge at the hips. Hover the ribs off the thigh. Transfer the weight completely into the left foot, warrior three. Again, imagining that back foot is pressing up against a wall. Keep that nice line from your fingertips all the way out through the foot. Inhale, lift the trunk, hug the right knee towards the chest. Exhale, sink the hips down, hands to heart. Hook the right ankle on top of the left knee for standing pigeon. Breathe, maybe sink the hips down a little more. Keep pressing that right knee out and down. Last breath. Inhale, stretch the supporting knee. Right knee to the chest. Exhale, transfer through warrior three. Bend the supporting knee, float your right toes down. Kick the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale. Bring the left foot down to meet the right. Shift your weight forward. Lower the knees to the mat. Hips to one side and swing the feet around, transferring through Dandasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Shuffle the sit bones back slightly. Exhale, reach forward. Activate your inner quad muscles. Keep the front of the heart lifted. Maybe if you feel like you're rounding in the spine, you can prop your hips up on a block. Breathe. If you want to go all the way forward, try and keep the spine nice and long. Maybe you want to relax the head. Just coming to where's good for you. Last breath here. Exhale. Release. Come all the way down supine. Hug the knees. Hug the knees. Squeeze them close towards your body. And sending the feet into the sky, holding on to the outer edges of the feet, pressing the feet down so the knees are towards your armpits. It should be one parallel line from the heel to the knee. Ananda Balasana, blissful baby. Maybe not so blissful for some of us anymore. Breathe. If you want to gently rock the hips side to side, open up the hips a little more, feel free. Do what feels good for you. Deepen the breath. Last breath here. And on your next inhale, hug the knees. Bring your left ankle to your right knee. Thread the left hand through the hole. Pull the legs a little closer to the trunk. Figure 4. Last breath here. Long, deep breath. Release the hands, cross the left leg over the right, Garudasana legs, arms out to a T. Let the knees fall down to the right side, gazing at your left hand. Maybe you can use your right hand to press the knees down a little more. Breathe. On your next inhale, lift the knees back to the center and cross the legs. Hook the right ankle on top of the left knee, figure 4, thread the arm through the hole. If your head is lifted, maybe you want to support your head with a block or something, a towel, pillow, whatever you have close by. Keeping that right foot flexed. Breathe, stay with the breath. Last breath. Release the hands, cross the right leg over the left, Garudasana legs, eagle legs. Arms out to a T, let the knees fall down to the left side this time. Maybe use your left hand, gazing at your right hand. Enjoy this twist, slow down the breath. One more long, deep breath here. And on your next inhale, bringing the knees back to the center and crossing the knees. Hugging the knees, squeezing them close to the body. Bring your forehead up towards your knees for one last squeeze before you relax down into your final rest position. Shavasana. Taking a moment here, absorbing the practice we just did, letting the whole body melt into the mat. You can stay here as long as you need. Take your time. Coming out of Shavasana, stay as long as you like. And when you're finished, gently roll onto the right side. Push yourself up and take a moment for yourself, honoring yourself for showing up today, meeting on the mat. And I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.